was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man, Ty Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Oh, look at the catch there by Moore. And he's brought down. 18 more yards there, another first down.
Boy, that could completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Wilson steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Wilson fires quickly for Davis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Lindsey on the toss left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's cracked 64 weak. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 83 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. For Jalen Waddle, he was known for his run-after-the-catch ability at Alabama, and he uses that speed to punish the defense here.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Here's Wilson. He will find Davis. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Come on. 57 the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's right. I'm on.
Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our field. Orbit. Hey, it's our house. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now it's Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's got room. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Albrecht Rosa signed for the field goal of 29-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 43's 43 is the mic. Alpha. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I got you. I got you.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Jakeem Grant now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 7. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Tua going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Check 52.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 4. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is Jakeem Grant. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and now it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Tua now on 1st down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now here's Johnson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be second down. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Johnson now returning. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, up to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Tighten up.
Here's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Sliding out of the pocket, Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. Oh, some strong running. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 31, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Wilson. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Wilson. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jordan Matthews. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone. And did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Tua. It's complete to Fuller. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Back to throw is Tua. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jalen Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. defense. Let's go. Mine's 43. Mine's 43. Check.
Now Wilson. And he'll find Hall. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel